Okay, for one, I'm not sponsored by Panera, but I am a huge fan of Panera. I've dropped a lot of money on Panera in my lifetime. One of my favorite places to go get a nice sandwich or some nice broccoli cheddar soup. What's going on, everyone? I have been on the move. Some of you might know, about 2 months ago, I packed up everything I owned and moved from Utah to the Northeast for my job. Well, in the last 2 months, I have not found a place to permanently live in Massachusetts, so I've been going between my in-laws' house, hotels, and my friend's house up here in Boston, looking for a place to live for my partner and myself. And in that, I have learned that minimalism is a lifesaver when you are looking for a place to live and all your stuff is in a pod about 7 hours away because it's in a certain area that I don't feel like going to because it's very far and I don't need anything out of it. It's mainly just the furniture from my apartment. The second thing I've learned is that having some bags in your arsenal that can be your lifesavers, in a sense, are very crucial. Now, I've been living out of basically 2 bags. My partner's been living out of kind of 1 bag. So in total, I have about 3 or 4 bags that I've just been having with me pretty much at all times while I've been on the move these last 2 months, filming and doing side projects, also doing my regular job, commuting from the office to hotels and other places. And I thought I would share with you the bags that I've been basically living out of. The bag that I've been using, I have legitimately been living out of. All of my clothes, except for my work clothes, which go in this like nice little like short shirt organizer thing, are in this bag. My partner, however, has been using their bag just as like an in-between kind of thing. It's their main travel bag. It's one of my favorites that they now use all the time. So not all of their clothes are in it, but it's what they've been using for a week at a time when they come with me on these like little adventures. So what are these bags, you might ask? Well, the first one is the Prvke 11 liter from Wandrd. Now this has been my everything camera related bag. Now this thing is amazing. I'm a massive fan of the Wandrd Prvke 11 liter and it can hold everything I need to take my entire setup of filming on the move. That includes these little I have 2 of these, one is kind of hooked up. These are USB powered, I got like a USB double adapter lights that have different filters, they're adjustable on the brightness. These fit in the top of the bag in the roll top area. I'm gonna take my lights, both my tripod, my big tripod, and my small tripod, as well as all of my camera gear, and that includes all the batteries, cables, dongles, lenses, everything I need, drone, whole 9 yards. The Wandrd 11 liter has been my go-to. Now, I'm not gonna get too much in depth on that because I recently just did a video talking all about that bag and how much I love it. So if you're interested, check that out. I'll throw a card up here. It's a phenomenal little day bag. 11 liters is more than enough, expands out to 18. It is by far the lifesaver, my favorite thing right now. Wandrd's always making killer products. Big fan of those guys over there. And that has basically been my camera bag. Now the bag I've been living out of, essentially with all my clothes, is not a bag that I thought that I would be using as often as I am. It is a great bag, but it's a little bit big for my personal taste when it comes to traveling, and that is the Gravel 42 liter travel bag. Now, on a normal flight, I'm looking for a 28 to maybe 31 liter bag max, right, for what I want. I want the smallest thing possible to fit all the clothes I need, little as possible, go, not have to worry about it. But given the fact that I've not been flying, I've been driving everywhere from New Jersey to Massachusetts and New York and all the areas in between, having this bento style box of a bag that just fits in the back of my Jeep, I can flip it up, all my clothes are laid out, everything I need, my regular tech kit, my toiletry kit, everything is right here in this bag. And now I have full in-depth reviews of all of these bags I'm going to mention. This is more like a quick little hit of why I like this and why it's been so beneficial. The thing with the Gravel bag that I really, really like is it is perfect for road trips. I know that they sold it as like a travel bag and you can use it on the plane, but I think if you're someone that's doing cross-country road trips or just road trips in general, or maybe that, living out of the van kind of life, taking those Sprinter vans and you need something to keep your clothes in, I can keep 4 pairs of pants, 4 or 5 t-shirts, a long sleeve like lightweight hoodie, all of my underwear, all of my socks, my toiletry kit, my tech kit, and some little knickknacks including my my MacBook Pro and MacBook Pro charger, all of my dress shirts. I have 4 or 5 dress shirts that, like I said, I keep in a little like shirt organizer thing. And that's it. That's my entire closet right there. That's my entire wardrobe. I got 2 pairs of shoes. I've got a casual pair of like running barefoot shoes and then like a pair of nicer barefoot boots that I wear into the office because it's, you know, it's business casual, which I actually did a whole video about business casual office attire from Mott & Bow and my favorite brand of all time, Western Rise. Go check that out if you're interested in nicer clothing for work, I guess. The gravel bag is phenomenal to live out of in this way. It literally opens like a bento box. It's one big giant chasm for the most part, and it's pretty darn good. I absolutely love it. It is so easy. It's like having a portable dresser in a lot of ways. And for me, it's been really good. So if you're looking for something road trip style, maybe staying in a place for an extended period of time, and you need something that's going to carry a lot of clothes and stay organized, I would highly suggest this. I love a lot of the travel bags. I mean, a lot of my travel bags that I've used, I've been absolutely a big fan of, and they all work really well in their own ways. But none of my bags have really worked this way for me the way I want, and that's why this one is perfect for that road trip, life on the move kind of style. Now, if I was, again, traveling normally, I would probably downsize to something like the Pakt Travel Bag, and that is the travel bag that my partner has been using. Now, Pakt is phenomenal. They've blown me away with everything they've done. Only 3 things they have right now: a duffel, a travel bag, and then their coffee kit, and all of them have been amazing. And that Pakt Travel Bag that they did with Chase Reeves is no exception. I'm a massive, massive, massive fan, and honestly, it's pretty good, and my partner actually loves it. Now, one of the things that I struggled with in the beginning, I've been collecting bags for about 3 years. I've been with my partner for a little over 4, right? Getting them to be excited about bags, not something I've ever tried to do, because let's face it, if you like bags, you're probably someone like me who has a YouTube channel and talks about them a lot, or you watch these channels, and that's totally fine. They, however, not so much crazy about the bag hype, but I finally got them to be excited about a bag because now that they use the Pakt bag, they actually really like using it. I couldn't get them excited for a bag before, but Pakt, golly, god darn it, you did it. You done did it, right? But honestly, it's just a phenomenal bag. Opens kind of like a clamshell, like duffel bag style. 2 awesome large interior compartments for plenty of clothing. They also have their own packing cubes that fit phenomenally well in here. A great spot for toiletry items that can fit all your toiletry kits. It's a waterproof kind of pocket, great for that kind of stuff. Awesome internal organization for tablets, for extra smaller items, for flat items, for your water bottle, for all of that. Pakt literally thought of pretty much everything when it comes to this bag, and it is honestly really fun and easy and streamlined to use when in travel mode. On top of all that, it comes in at like 32 liters, 35 liters, extremely comfortable, and they really love using it. It's honestly been one of my favorite bags, so much so that I made 2 videos basically back to back on it because of how blown away I was by the minimalist aesthetic, the easy access, just all of it has been such a streamlined bag. It's easily one of my favorite travel bags that I've ever used. Top 5, hands down, of the travel bag category. Easily. I mean, it's just phenomenal. And the last bag I'm going to throw in here just for fun is the AER Daypack. Now, I actually made a whole video calling this bag the Tech Pack 2, even though it's the Daypack 1. Never was able to publish it. Too many mistakes. Just not worth it. If you want to check it out, it's up on my Patreon because that's just where it's going to stay. This is the Daypack 1. Maybe I'll do a video about it if you're interested. There's not a whole lot of differences between the Daypack 1 and the Daypack 2 from AER, but this is my office bag. This thing is insane. It can literally fit everything I need for the office in this pack. It's got a great front panel for organization. It's got a great interior compartment for my laptop, my docking station, all my chargers and cables, and a quick access up top, also made from great materials. If you're looking for like a sleek, minimalist kind of work bag, I would highly suggest checking out the AER Work Collection. They have a Slim Pack, a Day Pack, and a Tech Pack, all that kind of do different things. All keep that like black aesthetic, kind of streamlined look, really good for the office. Honestly, because I wear dress shirts and chinos, and you know, like it's kind of like they're my limbs kind of boots. Well, they are not limbs kind of boots. They are my limbs boots, essentially. Basically, they are 100%. Why do I keep saying that they're not when they are? I don't know what I'm doing. It actually looks pretty good. I mean, my work isn't like suit and tie. Oh well, some of them are. You know, like if you're important, I'm not. I'm like important people wear suit and ties, and then I'm like here, where I don't wear suit and ties, right? But my point is that it actually looks like it belongs on the kind of person that would wear that like dress shirt and like chinos kind of look into work. It is very on the move kind of work bag. So overall, these have been the 4 bags that I've basically been, well, 3 that I've been living out of, 1 that my partner's been using quite a lot, and kind of living out of for the last 2 weeks. and they have all been phenomenal. Now, are these the best bags, my favorite bags of all time? Well, two of them technically are some of my favorite bags of all time. They are just really good, convenient, useful bags that are getting the job done in a pinch when I need to get the job done, and that is what matters. Also, filming in a hotel room is difficult when there's people opening ghost pepper chips in the background. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about these bags, let me know in the comments below. Like I said, I'll link the full in-depth reviews that I've done on these down in the description below. Also, you can hit me up on my email, odiematthewsbags@gmail.com. If you have any more in-depth conversations, you want lists, suggestions, tips, advice, anything like that. You can also support me on Patreon. Bonus videos, giveaways, extra content, polls, things like that. Thank you guys again so much for the love and support. Don't forget to enter my giveaway. It is about to end in like less than a week. So head over to that video. I'll link that below as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all of that nonsense. And I will see you next time.